Williams veers left, pulls up, looking for the lead, and got it. Jalen Williams, 2 seconds, 1:11.109. Out, SGA probing, piercing, spinning, hanging for the lead, and SGA knocks it down. The Thunder finally get the defensive stop, and SGA puts them in front.
I'm Kenrich Williams. You're listening to Topic Thunder.
And welcome back, everybody, to another edition of the Top Thunder Podcast. I'm your host, Dylan Hunsinger at Thunder Chats. We're part of the Believe Network, and this podcast brought to you by the good folks at FanDuel. I'm very pleased to be joined by apparently the fastest typer in the world, the man.
That is me.
Legend,
Yeah, sorry.
the underscore Cone. How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. Sorry, I thought it was muted. I was messaging my fiance back real quick. We were texting back and forth, and I was like, oh, shoot, I should send her some before we go ahead and get started. I thought I was muted, and instead I showed off my typing skills that developed from years of playing RuneScape when I was a kid that turned me into a very fast typer that works well for my career now. I'm doing good, Dylan.
There you go.
Yeah, it's been a minute for me. Heavily in wedding planning. If I turn my camera a little bit here to the side, you can see flowers.
Ooh, nice.
This room I'm in, I'm back home visiting my family in Virginia, at my parents' house. This room is turned completely into flowers, wedding stuff. The arch for my wedding is right outside the door here, so it's taken over everything. It's next month. About like I think under 40 days away now. So
Oh yeah.
we're coming up now, man. We're coming up.
Yeah, man. No, it's an exciting time for you guys, and exciting time for me too. I will be venturing up to the area for your wedding as well. So I'm excited to get up there and meet the fiance, who will then be the wife at that point. So it's gonna be a good time. But this isn't topic wedding, Cone. We're here to talk about some Thunder.
My fault. Let's talk about another group that has a ring.
Oh, there you go. Nice transition. Way to pull it all back together. We do have a Kosi in the chat saying, when is the next pickup game in OKC? So like with the schedule release, kind of peek behind the curtain. As soon as the schedule release comes out, we reach out to our guys at the Thunder, kind of give a wish list of, what we're looking at. Takes a couple weeks for them to get back. So as soon as we get back to them, that is when we will schedule our Topic Thunder fan event. This is the fifth year going? I think it's fourth.
I think 4.
So we did freaking Magic, Cavs. No, this is 5th. Yeah, we did Magic, Cavs,
Is it 5
Hornets,
now? Wow,
and
really?
Wolves. Yeah, this will be the 5th one, 5th annual.
Man, that's crazy.
But yeah, as Akosi was saying, when's the next pickup game? Whenever we are there, we do some Topic Thunder open runs. So definitely keep an ear to the ground on that. Last year we had a great time, had some great people pull up from all over the world, literally.
Yes.
We had some people from Australia there. So that, shout out.
International hoops.
Yeah, shout out our guys there. So definitely want to be a part of that. But as we get information for that, you guys will have information for that. And as we usually do, we will give our listeners first dibs on the tickets. So keep you to the ground on that. But with that being said, we are okay. So wait, hold up. Cone's wedding is first. Absolutely. So this is not topic wedding, but we will absolutely talk about Cone's wedding because it's exciting time for him. I'm excited for him. So
I'm almost there.
But yeah, Cone, Thunder schedule release, man. Obviously, the whole NBA schedule release. You covered the NBA as a whole, so you've had a chance to dissect this from many different angles. I guess what is your initial takeaway from the Thunder schedule?
We play everybody. Who would have thought? That we
41 home games, 41 away games,
82 games in total, man. Who would have guessed any of that? But nothing too. First thing I noticed right away is, and you can see it on the Thunder schedule. Our last 3 games, last game of the season's at Denver, could be a good one, could matter. The 2 games before that is both in OKC against the Warriors on a back-to-back, April 8th and April 9th. It seems like the NBA is doing these just straight up back to back. Sometimes they do a home and home, and but it doesn't feel like the NBA has ever. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm completely blanking on it, but I don't think the NBA has ever done these before. These, or at least not in recent memory, where you play we play Portland back to back, November 10th and November 11th, both in Portland. So it's those two. We do it against Phoenix. I know. I'm just looking through the schedule real quick, seeing if there's any more of those, or that might be all of them. It looks like.
I sure as I was muted, but yeah, that's in March. The Phoenix back to back at
Yeah.
Phoenix.
Yeah, so it's just the 3 times. It's 2 at Portland, 2 at Phoenix, and
That is weird.
then Golden State. It's just a weird, quirky thing. Like, I don't really think it means all that much, matters all that much, but I do think it's interesting. I also really do appreciate this is on the Thunder side of things, not as much NBA, but the fact that we only play the Spurs scheduled 3 times because we played them 5 times last year. We will probably play them a 4th time if the NBA Cup goes the way that the NBA like playoffs probably will, where it'll be us versus them to decide who comes out of the Western Conference. So we probably will still play them 4 times inevitably, but it's a lot better than being guaranteed to play them 4, and it's like, oh, we're probably playing them 5, you know? And then there are a few like I think there was that one year, not it might have been last season, maybe it was last year, but we had a year where we played like almost exclusively West teams to start the season, and then we kind of got a little bit into the Eastern Conference. And obviously, you play more of your conference than the other conference, but it was like we didn't play an East team forever. I know the Sixers; it's like almost like they don't play a West team till like the end of November or like beginning of December. I think it's like just straight Eastern Conference teams. And for us, I mean, we have Cleveland 2 times pretty early. We play Washington as well. Atlanta's in the mix. Like, we kind of have a decent mix, but there are some teams that it's a little bit weird. Like, it takes them a while to play teams of the other conference. And then I guess the last note is the opening day schedule, at least the 2 out of the 3 games, were very, very predictable. It was obviously going to be us versus Spurs and Philly versus New York. Like, that was never really a question in my mind. I am shocked, though, they're doing a third opening. I guess now it's opening day game. It's at 3 p.m. Eastern, Celtics Pistons. Not the matchup I would have expected or picked, I guess, but I mean, it's going to be a good game. Like, yeah, I guess, Paul George Pistons rivalry, that classic one. I don't know. Like, I'm kind of surprised. I like if that could have been a moment where if you want to do like Halliburton's return, like on national TV at home, like that would have been a big time moment. Also, on that note, how are the Pacers not playing the first game at home of the season? Like, his return to the NBA court is in New Orleans on League Pass. That feels crazy to me. Christmas. Like I said, the other 2 opening night games, very, very expected. I'm excited to start off against San Antonio. And then Christmas was pretty predictable. I think I had 9 out of the 10 teams. I thought the Raptors might get in the mix with the Kawhi Leonard thing, but they did still end up putting Denver on there, which Jokic is obviously a big draw. And we're playing Minnesota, which that'll be a fun one. We played them on Christmas back in the Russell Westbrook. Was it Russ KD days, or I think it was post Russ KD? I think it was maybe Russ's MVP season we played them on Christmas.
Yeah, that's a good question. I gotta look that up.
I know we played them on Christmas, so that'll be a fun one. I think that's a good matchup to do if you're going to do Thunder versus Spurs on opening night. They usually don't do both Christmas and opening night, and they're doing the finals rematch. So I thought it would be us versus them, maybe Denver. Los Angeles was a team I thought we could end up playing.
I am 2016.
2016? Okay.
Yep.
I am surprised they didn't do Philly Boston on Christmas, not opening night, not Christmas. Like, they're just kind of saving those games for the rest of the schedule, which I guess they know those will be like big time ratings boosts. Like, everybody will be locked into those games, so they decided they didn't need it on Christmas, I guess. I don't know. There are certainly some quirks to the schedule, including the fact that we don't play the Spurs in rivalry week. Like, dude, they do this rivalry week thing every year, and I think the number 1 rivalry that exists right now is us versus San Antonio.
Absolutely,
and we're not playing in rivalry week is crazy.
Yeah.
I think we played
Nuggets,
Denver.
right?
Yeah, we played Denver.
Was it Lakers?
I think it's Lakers too. I think it's Lakers Nuggets. There were some interesting ones. They always do some interesting rivalries that I'm like, what is the rivalry here? I'm gonna pull up the rivalry week schedule. Okay, so yeah, we play the Lakers. Rockets versus Spurs is one. I think that's a fine one. Pistons Cavaliers. I mean, they play in the playoffs, I guess. Nuggets Timberwolves, like, yeah, obviously that one's a good one. Hawks Knicks, they did play in the playoffs. The Hawks, the biggest threat to the Knicks if you go off how many games they took. Heat Bucks, like, that's a really good one, even though the Bucks are gonna get annihilated. Cavs Raptors. Like, they did play in the first round, I guess. Hornets, Timberwolves. It's weirdly in Minnesota, not in Charlotte. I thought they'd want to do like LaMelo Ball's return. I guess it's Nas Reed's return. Let me shut up.
Hey, Cavs Raps went to 7.
That's true. That one did go to 7.
Yeah.
Us versus Denver, I think, is pretty good. San Antonio versus the Warriors. I don't really know what that one is.
Just Wemby versus Curry, I guess.
I guess so. But there's like definitely not a rivalry
No.
there because the Warriors are going to get annihilated in that game. Sixers Heat. I do think Braun playing against the Heat. Like I think that is interesting. The new look Giannis Heat as well. And then Lakers Knicks, I think that's literally they're just like, yeah, let's take our like 2 of our biggest markets and let's just put them against each other. So I think they did a better job this year. Like that one year where it was Cavaliers versus Hornets, and it's just because the Cavs picked up Lonzo Ball, and it's like the Ball brother thing just doesn't exist anymore. Like that's not at all a thing.
Nah.
And then Lonzo, like I think he was cut by the time that game happened in the first place. So they did a better job, but I just don't know how it's not for us versus Spurs. Like that is your rivalry. That is the NBA's rivalry at this point. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean they were shoving it down our throats before like the Spurs were ready, and now like they are very much ready, and it's like okay, let's pull back the reins a little bit. It's like I don't know,
whoa, let's slow it down.
Let's just give them 3 games, which I mean, hey, I appreciate it because like I'm not scared of the Spurs, but like I would rather not give them as many looks as they got of us in the regular season last year, but it's all good. But yeah, I wanted to kind of like not main takeaway, but like favorite part of the schedule for the Thunder. We have a 7-game homestand in February in which we play the Pacers, the Knicks, the Blazers, the Spurs, the Sixers, the Magic, the Celtics. And like you talk about a fun homestand.
Fun one, man.
That's gonna be awesome, man.
Yeah, I'm really excited. That whole February, the hardest part of our schedule starts kind of around there. I think it starts with Indiana there, because then even after that, we go on the road to play New York and Detroit. Then back at OKC, we play Minnesota. Then at the Kings, which is fine. But then at the Lakers, like it is a pretty like it is nice that it seems like our hardest stretch of the schedule for the most part is at home. One thing I also do want to note that's kind of like I'm seeing in there it's reminding me. Our back-to-backs this year, mainly against bad teams. Last year, every time we played, like we played the Spurs, I think twice on the second half of a back-to-back. I know at least once. Like this year, I'm taking a look at our back-to-backs. We have, and by taking a look, I mean I'm like just perusing through our whole schedule and seeing what dates line up. I mean, we don't have our first back-to-back till November 22nd, November 23rd. Never mind, I completely lied. The 3rd and 4th game of the seasons, yes. But there's a nice gap between those. But like it's Dallas, it's Phoenix and Dallas. Like that is very, very survivable. The next one is Miami, and then it is at Indiana, which is not amazing because they're going to be pretty good, obviously.
Brother, you forgot the Grizzlies Wizards on the 6th.
I missed that one. Man,
you got the Blazers in 10th and 11th.
The thing that's messing me up is the blue text on the schedule that they put up for. I'm looking at like the full list of it. The blue schedule for NBA Cup games. My eyes are not comprehending that. Like it is just not understanding.
Just not adjusting.
No, not at all. We have back-to-backs. Those exist.
Yes.
But basically, you're hearing it's like the Wizards are involved, the Blazers who are going to be good but not like a contender. It's not as much as it felt like multiple times last year. It was like the Nuggets, the Spurs, the Rockets.
Heat Pacers is like a solid like back-to-back.
Yeah. We played the Pacers twice on the second half of a back-to-back. Both games we played against Indiana.
They're setting us up.
Or maybe not. Hold on. Where was the second game against Indiana? Yeah, it is both games against Indiana. Jeez, what are we doing?
Yeah, it's crazy. And then, I mean, but hey, you got the Pistons, and then you got the Pelicans after that. So on that second night, you got the Sixers, Wizards. You got Blazers, Mavericks. You got Nuggets, Bulls. Yeah, there's another Bulls, Pacers in January. Let's see what else we got here. Nothing in February. No back-to-backs in February. I appreciate that. Hornets, Dallas. That's solid, easy back-to-back. Suns back-to-back. And then April looks like, the Warriors will be the final back-to-back. So, like, really that Heat Pacers back-to-back is, like, the only, like, tough one. All the other ones are kind of against, lower level Eastern, not even playoff teams, like kind of like play-in teams. So that's a good shout. I do appreciate that. Shout out to the schedule makers for doing that for us.
Yeah, it's a great change from last year, where it literally felt like they were like, yeah, what are the best teams possible that we can put the Thunder against on a back-to-back? So it's a good shift. But yeah, like that February homestand is going to be really fun. So obviously my brother and my brother's a Sixers fan, and we've been to a lot of like Philly Thunder games because we live here on the East Coast. I think we might go to the Thunder Philly game in January, which obviously, with LeBron there now is going to be super, super sick. And then 2 days later, the Heat come to town and play the Sixers in Philly. So I think we're going to stay for that one. So I should get a quick look at, two potential finals previews out there in Philly, which will be pretty cool. And there are some, of course, we don't know what game we're going to do the meetup for, but there are some pretty good options around the usual time of year that we do that. A lot of really, really fun teams. The nice thing about the NBA this season is there's not a lot of bad teams. Like, it feels like almost every squad has like some type of real entertainment value about them. Obviously, there are premier matchups and there are non-premier ones, but relative to past years, like, I think almost anybody that we can play in that range is going to be really, really fun to see. So it's a pretty good schedule, man. I'm happy with it. I know there was that big report that came out where it was like the Thunder have the easiest schedule, and it's, people are up in arms, and it was like, in reality, it's because we don't play ourselves. So that
helps.
That helps quite a bit.
Technically, we do at practice.
Yeah, that's true. Iron sharpens iron, but in a game on a schedule, we don't end up playing ourselves, so that helps out with the strength of schedule a lot there, of course. So people are just, finding reasons to be mad online. They're like, "How the Thunder get the easiest schedule?" But I do again want to thank the NBA for not giving us the Spurs 4 times again, because we're inevitably going to play them. Well, would have been a 5th time, now it's a 4th time, so we'll still get that against them.
No, absolutely. I'm kind of going through here because. You mentioned the meetup and like, the possibilities and whatnot. And one of the possibilities one we haven't done is April games. We try to stay away from April games just because like it's very hard to gauge whether your guys are going to be playing. But it looks like, okay, so as long as you stay away from the last 2 games of the season, I think you're okay, because we played our guys at least 25 minutes again, or starting in April 2nd against the Lakers, even against the Jazz, April 5th. We played our guys like the first, at least like into the 3rd quarter, April 7th against the Lakers and April 8th against the Clippers. So there are some options there in April. I think it was the Nuggets and Pelicans, or no, Lakers and Pelicans to kick off April. So that is a possibility that we're also looking at too. But again, April is not something that we hope for, but it is a possibility. But yeah, man, like there's not there's not any bad, like the ones that we've requested, there's not any like bad matchups. Like you said, like there's something fun in any team. Like even when we had the Hornets, like we're talking like LaMelo Ball, Brandon Miller, like guys like that was on the team. So it'll be a good time either way. But what I want to do now is I want to do an exercise that me and Alex usually do every year. But I'm going to do it with you here. So like, it's very easy, like whenever you're doing record predictions, to be like, oh, the Thunder, they're going to be better this year. They could take a step back this year now because they're playing some of the younger guys. I think they win 61 games instead of, whatever they won a couple years ago.
Yeah.
It's easy to do that just like, based off talent. What I want to do this exercise is I'm going to read you off week by week who we're playing, where we're playing them, and give a record week by week. And then at the end of it, I'm going to tally it all up and we'll see what your actual record prediction is on this. So,
okay.
Let me type this in on my notes app. I'm going to go along with you here. I guess I'll just, All right. That'll work. All right. Starting off, we've got the Spurs at San Antonio and the Nuggets at Denver to kick off the season. Cone, what is your record in the first week?
So just Spurs and Nuggets?
Yes.
2-0.
2-0. I love it. All right.
Yeah. Dub back, healthy. Everyone healthy, good to go. to start off against San Antonio. I think we go in there. I think we make a statement. My take for that. I'll give you also like a take for a game or something like that, so we can come back with some receipts. Chet Holmgren has this one of the best games out of anybody. Chet puts up 20 points at least in that game against the Spurs. And yeah, and then Denver at home. Like the Nuggets are fine, but I think they're going to be worse this season. I think we start off 2-0.
Okay. Well, I mean, I will match you. I'll say 2-0, and I guess if I'm going to make a statement, I'm going to say that AJ Mitchell drops 30 points off the bench.
Okay, hell yeah! In the Spurs game, the Nuggets game, or just one of them?
Spurs game.
Okay, I like
right
that.
off rip. He's starting off the 6th man of the year campaign like instantly. So. Which, by the way, I saw that Jared McCain was tied with Dylan Harper for the lead in 6th man of the year, and I'm just like, if AJ, I think AJ starts off the bench this year, and if he's off the bench, I think he's a lock if he stays healthy.
Yeah, I think it's Dylan Harper or AJ Mitchell. I think it's easily one of the two of them to win it. I'd be surprised if it's anybody else.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, next week we've got Clippers, Suns back-to-back at home, Dallas at Dallas, and Rockets at Houston. What is your record for those 4 games, Cone?
So that's 4 games. Do I think we could start 6-0 or 5-1? We like to sometimes just drop things at Houston, man. we
do weird stuff at Houston, yeah.
I'll say 4-0. I say we start off 6-0 to begin the season.
Dang it, Cone. You're not supposed to be as positive as me. So, yeah, I'm also going 4-0. Do you have a take for this week?
Let's see. Phoenix, Dallas, Houston. The game against the Rockets, Jalen Williams, game winner.
Ooh, dub?
Yeah, I'm going to say a dub game winner. Yeah, Jay Will game winner in the clutch.
I would love it. And I think I deserve it. Matthew in the chat said Case Wallace going to have 5 steals against Dallas. You know, Matthew, that's so good. I'm stealing that.
Oh, man.
All right, first Dallas. Cool. All right, so far we're 6-0. Let's see if we continue going into November. We've got Cleveland at Cleveland, Cleveland at OKC, not back-to-back. Then we've got Grizzlies at Memphis, and then back-to-back going home to play the Wizards. What is your record for that week, Cone?
Man, it's probably not responsible to say we start 10-0.
What if we just never lose a game?
Yeah. I'll say we drop one. I'll say we drop at Cleveland. I think we drop one of those two at Houston, at Cleveland. Those are just, the Cavaliers, we kind of obliterated them in Cleveland this past season. I feel like we could be due to, kind of get a little bit of pushback. We always play the Cavs really well, though, so maybe I'm being a coward here. So whatever. I'll just I gotta say we lose at some point. Maybe I should have said we lose the one at Rockets, but yeah, let's say we lose one of those Cavs games, and my take is against that Wizards game actually is going to be kind of fun. I keep forgetting the Wizards are like kind of decent now. I was just like completely glazing over them being like an obvious automatic like blowout win. Let's say in that Wizards game, Shea has 40 and 3/4.
Okay. Let me say Shea 40 and 3. All right. I'm actually gonna go against the grain here, and I'm gonna say we're still 4-0 in this week. I know it sounds like I'm being homerific a little bit, but hey, starting 10-0.
It's not that bad of a schedule to start. It's not that bad.
It's really not. Like if you get past the Spurs and Nuggets, it's kind of downhill at that point for a little bit. But my take is that Lou Dort, as he is gone, but as much of chagrin that we had for him in the past couple of years, he always held down Donovan Mitchell. I think Mitchell gets off for 40 in one of those games against Cleveland.
Yeah, there you go. Thanks for giving me my justification for why I had Cleveland at home. Thank you.
But we still win, Cone. We still win.
We still do it.
All right. So next week we've got a back-to-back, both games at Portland, and then staying on the road, going to the Clippers. What is your record this week, Cone?
Beating Portland twice. They were the team that knocked us off that one game, and they're gonna be a little more interesting, man. I'll say 3-0. I think I'll say we take them both in Portland. Maybe that's a little insane to say, but I'll say we do it. And then what is my take? I'll say big Jalen Williams all defensive like case building game. In both or a couple of games back to back against Portland, Denny doesn't have 20 plus in either game with J-Dub as his primary defender.
Okay. Well, I've got to alter that. I was just doing all D builder, and then you said Denny not over 20 points, so I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, it's to help build the Jalen Williams all defensive case is the big reason.
Okay. With Dub defending. Cool. All right. This is where I have us dropping one. Just the fact that it is a back-to-back at Portland. That's a tough place to play. They are a well-coached. Well, they were at. Whoa. I might be amending my take here. There's no more Tiago Splitter in Portland. This is a different team.
It is a Ja Morant Blazers team, which is Dylan. The issue is he did figure us out.
Yeah.
So. I might amend till we lose both those games because he figured us out.
I can't lie. This is where I was going to have us dropping a game. I'm all the way back in. We're 3-0 this week too.
You hate Mike Honori? You don't think he can do it? You hate him?
It's not my doubt in him. It's my belief in Tiago Splitter. Like
I didn't realize you were just a Tiago Splitter like super fan. I didn't realize this was a thing.
I think he got wronged, man. I think he got wronged. He got blackballed a little bit.
All right, so you can mark down the 2 games against the Bulls this season as L's for us, according to Dylan. We don't stand a chance.
Absolutely. All right, and then my take. Oh, what should my take be, Cone? I'm gonna say I heart triple double against the Clippers.
I heart triple double. Okay.
Yep, that's gonna be it. Against what's the dude's name? Yannick.
Yannick Conan Niederhauser. I mean, they got Brook Lopez still.
Oh, well, I mean, that's triple doubles in the bag. This version of freaking Brook Lopez. But, all right, we've got the Kings, we've got the Hawks, we've got the Pelicans. Kings is the only one on the road, no back-to-backs. What you got, Cone?
Kings, Hawks, Pelicans, I'm not exactly super moved. That's a 3-0 if I've ever seen one. And I'm going to say... It's in OKC, the Dort and Wiggins return. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say Dort has a stretch. We still beat them pretty comfortably, but in the fourth quarter they make a slight comeback before a pull away where Dort hits like 2 to 3 threes in a row.
Okay.
And the crowd can't help but say "Lou" on one of them.
I love that. All right, so I actually have us dropping a game in this one. My prediction would be the Hawks, just because I think the Hawks are a good team. For one, adding Lou and Wiggs, the emotion of them coming back is going to be kind of like that of the Ousmane Dieng return game from the Milwaukee Bucks. Whenever he, for lack of a better term, it was a revenge game. I could see Dort and Wiggs both having revenge games. Again, the Hawks are still like a really good team. They added Kingston Flemings. They actually have a point guard now. So, I'm going to say we drop one of the Hawks. But my take is whenever we lose to the Hawks, we beat the Pelicans by 45 plus.
Okay. That feels accurate.
Yeah, because we always we talk. Hey, we're sponsored by FanDuel. We've talked many times. Every time we come off a loss, take us to cover and bump it up a few points because we come out angry.
Or the Thunder start off slow in the first quarter. You pick them to still win by 10, 15 plus. Yeah.
Yep. That's free money, man. All right. The next week to finish out the month of November. I'm just kidding. Brickwind is also there. No, never mind. All right. Yeah. This week we have the Heat, Pacers back to back. Those are both on the road. Back home against Minnesota and then back on the road against Milwaukee.
I'm between 3-1 and 2-2. I feel like up until this point, I think I've only picked one loss for us the whole way.
Yes.
I'm going to say 2-2. I think that's a really hard road back to back. I think that game in Indiana is very, very droppable. I could see us losing against Miami. I could see us losing to Minnesota. I mean, we're gonna kill Milwaukee, like we're gonna annihilate them. But I could see a world where it's we beat Miami and then drop it in Indiana and drop that first game we played in Minnesota, and people are like, "Oh my God, do the Wolves have the Thunder figured out?" You know, the thing people like to do. So I'm gonna say that's a 2-2 week. I just feel like if you're winning all these games, at some point you're gonna drop a couple, and this is kind of a brutal stretch to start or towards the end of November. So, oh, and my prediction for one of those games. I think. What's a prediction for one of these games? Against
Uzman gets 30 against us. Cone. Wow.
Against the Pacers in Indiana, the finals rematch. Isaiah Hartenstein hits the first 3 of his career as an OKC Thunder.
Oh my gosh! All right.
Yeah.
First,
and if it happens, this will be a special script.
It will be.
I kind of want to predict it earlier because I think it's happening this season in my eyes. I just don't know when it's going to happen, how long it'll take. I think he's going to fire a few up, but I think against Indiana, like, you know, Zoo kind of slow-footed. He's down in the paint. He's not getting out to Hartenstein. He pops when it makes it.
Yep, I can see it. I am. Oh, I apparently have already typed 3-1. I was going to say 2-2, but I looked down. I had 3-1, so I guess I'm going with that prediction. If I had to guess which one will lose, I mean, Pacers back-to-back after playing Giannis and Miami.
That's a tough back-to-back, man.
It is. It really is. And we can attest. We went to the Indiana's arena. That is a tough place to play. Indiana gets rocking. So,
especially for that game, when the Pacers fans feel like that finals was stolen from them, that's gonna be an insane building, man.
And my prediction is that people start saying what you were saying about the Wolves. Like, people are gonna say, "Oh, the Pacers absolutely have the Thunder's number." Like they are their kryptonite. Forget the Spurs. It's the Pacers. So, I'm gonna say that they are Thunder's kryptonite is my take. If I could spell kryptonite, that'd be great. I mean, it's not a real word, but either way. All right, Cone. The next week this is an easy week right here. We have the Nets on the road, and then we have the Nets at home.
I think we go 2-0 and the Nets doubleheader. I think we go, and there's so much rest between those games too. Like not even like it is going to be the easiest 2-0. And my prediction is, I was gonna say Shea 50 ball, but I don't even know if he's gonna have to play enough. One of these games, Shea, Dub, and Chet all have 25 plus.
Oh, okay. Shea, Dub, Chet 25. I like it. I'm also going 2-0, and I'm gonna say that Topic gets a double-double in one of these games because
with that Topic double-double special.
Yep, he's gonna run. I can honestly see us resting one of these games, like having like a load management type day because injuries have reared their ugly head against us in the past couple of seasons. So I could see us being a little bit more cautious, playing more of the young guys here.
So there's 2 games missing because of the NBA Cup. Do we want to try and predict like who we would play in those games? I mean, I think one of them, I believe one of them will be. So I think we both predicted us to. I mean, we're gonna make it out of the Cup round. We both predicted, I think, 3-1 or 4-0. We can't really predict the first team all that much, but one of these is probably a game against San Antonio, right? Like it's probably the Spurs in one of these. But I don't know who the other one would be. I guess we can just chalk it up. I think we'd win. I think we'd end up facing San Antonio regardless. So I guess the question is, do you think we break our NBA Cup curse and make it to the finals and win this time?
It's like part of me thinks we don't care about the Cup, but also like the other part of me is like, if we didn't care about the Cup, why would we try to get to the Cup and go to Vegas and whatnot? But I don't know. Like I just don't know that we care about the Cup as much as like everybody else. I don't think we respect the Cup as much.
What
as
if I care?
does. I mean, that goes a long way. Like I wish that they would care that you care. For the sake of you, Con, I'm gonna say that we care about the Cup and we actually try to, especially because like it's not about the Cup. It's because we see the Spurs matched up against us and we're like, nah, like they punked us last year. It's Like we're putting teeth in the dirt every time we play. So that's my takes. What are we putting? Are we putting 2-0 there, 1-0? Like how are we doing this one?
I think 2-0 because it would be two. Both would count. I think we play the Spurs and beat the Spurs in the NBA Cup final, or not NBA Cup final, but NBA Cup semifinal. Just trying to randomly think of a team we could play that first round. That's not in our group. Like a Houston, I guess maybe. But yeah, and then I'm gonna say we win the NBA Cup. We get over the hump. We win the cup, the thing that we've been after for so long. But I'm gonna say we win it. And who do I want to say is our opponent? I need to look at the NBA Cup groups because I need to figure out who's actually got like a chill group.
Yeah, I don't even know the possibilities, to be honest with you.
East B is insane. So East A is Pistons, Raptors, Magic, Bucks, Nets. East B is Knicks, Cavs, Sixers, Heat, Pacers. I don't think anyone's coming out of that group. Then Celtics, Hawks, Hornets, Bulls, Wizards. It's usually kind of a I mean, I guess the Knicks last team weren't really like a young team on the come up, but that's kind of been the way it's gone. I'm going to say it's Kawhi and the Raptors. I'm going to say we beat Kawhi and the Raptors in the NBA Cup final.
Okay. Let's see here. And who'd you say was in that group with the Wizards and stuff?
With the Wizards, Celtics, Hawks, Hornets, Bulls, Wizards. You could go with your Hawks.
Well, I'm actually making a different prediction. Another team that I like. I'm predicting the Wizards make it to the NBA Cup. Not the final, but the tournament, the knockout round.
I like it. I thought about going bold and picking them to be in the cup final. I just don't think they're going to get that far. But if we're talking about a young team that's up and coming on the rise, like that kind of fits the billing of usually there is one team that is that, whether it was us going up against the Bucks when we lost, or I mean even last year's Spurs versus Knicks, the Pacers the year prior. Like it usually is established team versus young up and coming team. So I mean that would fit the bill if it's the Wizards. I guess the Raptors, they added Kawhi, but they kind of count for that. I just think East B is going to be insane. Like that group. LeBron, lay cup. He won it. Maybe it's the LeBron Sixers we play in the cup. Who knows?
Yeah, he made people respect the cup. So
he did. I respect it.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So outside of the NBA Cup, we've got the Raptors at home, Kings at home, and then Hornets on the road. What we got here?
I predicted we beat the Raptors in the cup. Do I then want to say we go back to back? I think I'm going to say we go
your chain.
I'm going to say we go 2-1. I think we lose that game to Toronto only because it's a 2:30. Like it's an early afternoon game.
Yeah, we hate those.
And those games are super weird. I'm going to say we beat the Raptors in the NBA Cup and then drop that one, which I think would be our first loss at home all season. No, I guess I predicted. Well, I didn't predict directly that we'd lose to Minnesota, but like 2 out of the Heat, Pacers. So could be our first loss at home, but
you did allude to us losing to Minnesota because you said Minnesota's got Thunder number.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I say I mean I hate to follow suit with you, but I mean, we always kind of come out from the cup. Like anytime we have a break, we always come out a little bit rusty, anyways. And then of course, like you said, with the weird Sunday start time, I mean that's all the makings of a loss. So I will also go 2-1 with you. I'm trying to think of a prediction here. You know what? I'm gonna say Bennett Sturch goes off for 3 threes against the Sacramento Kings.
Mine's close to what yours was. I was gonna say that against the Kings, Jared McCain has 6 threes.
Lightning McCain.
Yeah,
dude, watching some of his off-season runs has got me very excited.
He has been nowhere, but he's either been at the gym or an Olivia Dean concert this entire summer, and
nowhere in between.
There's not a lot of better places to be. That's a great couple spots to be.
No, it's really cool to I mean, what I kind of talked about with Alex in the last podcast, obviously Shea's been with McCain, he's been with Queso, he's been with Dub, but also we haven't seen Chet with Shea or anybody like that, but we've seen him with Case and we've seen him with McCain. But also, Chet has been with NBA talent pretty much every day of the offseason. And now these offseason runs going against his peers, and he he looks more confident, and like that's all I can ask for out of Chet. So that has me even more excited about the season. So,
yes, sir.
Quick side, sorry. Moving on, we've got this week we have Atlanta on the road, Detroit at home, back-to-back Pelicans on the road, Timberwolves on the road.
That's there are some tough games, man. At Atlanta's tough, playing the Pistons. But I'm gonna say this is we dropped the one against Toronto. We went 2-2. I alluded to us losing in Minnesota. I think we get some get back here. I think we beat the Hawks in Atlanta. I think we beat the Pistons, beat the Pelicans, beat the Minnesota Timberwolves on Christmas. I'm gonna say it's a 4-0 stretch for the team.
Hey, 4-0 in that stretch would have me.
We have to get our get back against the Timberwolves or against the against Christmas. The concept of Christmas. We have to get our get back.
We got to steal back Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was fully prepared to pick dropping one. I don't love any of these being dropped. Like, I think that, especially since I predicted we lose to the Hawks earlier in the season.
Detroit's good. I mean, Detroit, man, it's the Pistons. Like, it's no shame in losing to Detroit.
We almost beat them last year without like half of our roster in Detroit.
That's true.
That's you know what, forget. I'm going 4-0 with you.
Man, how many losses do we have for you right now? Like 2?
I have 3 losses. You have 4 losses. So calm down.
Okay, so we're okay. It felt like it was like we're 28-3 for you, and we're 27-4 for me.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. We are the optimists of the podcast, Cone. Okay.
We are.
And also, I will say, like, usually our losses tend to come a little bit like in that January, February.
Yeah. It's like that February stretch is tough. That's where I'm saving a number of these losses. Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, I'll go 4-0. My take is the Kaysen holds Cade to under 15 points.
My take is Shea double-double on Christmas, 35, 6, and 11.
Okay, just give me a full PRA. I like it.
Yeah.
35, 6, 11 on Christmas Day.
On Ant and LaMelo's head.
Do you want me to type that?
Yeah, type that out for me. Thank you.
On LaMelo's head. Cool.
I said LaMelo and Ant's head, but that's okay. We'll just say LaMelo's head.
Okay, well, hang on. I'll change that. Hey, listen, I hope he does it to Ant because he didn't guard him like a lot of possessions, but I remember that one, I think it was in Minnesota, Ant switched on him in the clutch and stripped him. Shay's got to get his get back on Ant. Ant's a good defender. Like, Ant's a really good on-ball defender.
He's not as good. I will say Ant is really good at farming hype moments and aura defensively.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you look at the highlights, you're like, this dude is like Michael Jordan defensively. And then if you just you watch the games, you're like, damn, he's falling asleep off ball sometimes. He's kind of getting blown by a little bit. Like, Ant has done a good job of propping himself up to look like a better defender than he is. I'm not saying he's a bad defender, but yeah, like on ball, like you were saying, they're definitely a lot stronger than off ball. Off ball's an issue still for him. So yeah, it'll Shay. I'll even throw that. You don't need to write this one down, but I think it'll be a close game. Shea gets his 34th and 35th point with a midi over Anthony Edwards to kind of put the game out of reach. Put us up like 4 with like 21 seconds left or something like that.
Okay. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah. Who was the Ant blocked to end the game a couple of years ago? It was like when he was ascending.
Oh, I think it was against the Pacers.
Was it Halliburton that he blocked?
It might have been Hallie.
Yeah, dude, that block was crazy.
Or Neesmith. Anthony Edwards game-saving block. It was against the Pacers. Who is it? Oh my god, I'm trying to look. I somehow am on Facebook. It was Neesmith.
Okay, nice. Yeah, dude, he came flying out of nowhere. I was like, oh my god. It's like this guy's a problem. Anyways, back to it. At Houston, Gap. Home at Milwaukee, Gap. Home at Miami, Gap. Home at Utah Jazz. So we've got a day off in between all these games.
I'm gonna say 3-1. I think we dropped that one in Houston. We won in Houston earlier in the season, and also it is again a 2:30 start time, 2:30 p.m. So
yeah,
that is wonky. And again, we like to every year we just drop one inexplicably, like where we just completely lay an egg in Houston. So I'll say it's that one.
Yeah, I'm actually going 2-2 here. I think we lose to the obviously Houston, as you said, for all the reasons you said. I think we lose to the Heat. I think that I'm not scared of the Heat as a team, but Giannis has the capability to go off for like 50 points, and we don't really have anybody that can guard Giannis. Like,
Bro's never heard of Alex Caruso.
I mean, how many games is Alex Caruso playing this season, Con?
Alex Caruso is playing enough to qualify for all defense.
Okay, well, I hope so. I mean, I don't know what I hope. I just hope that, as much bubble wrap as we've had on Alex Caruso in the regular season, I could see it being even more this season as he gets older and deeper into his contract.
Prediction. By the way, we don't lose the New Year's Eve game. That is our game. We don't lose that game.
Oh, that's the Heat game? Oh, dang.
Yeah. New Year's Eve game, Alex Caruso 5 threes to stick it to Dylan specifically against the Miami Heat.
All right, I love it.
Caruso 5 threes. I should have predicted Caruso goes off on Christmas. Oh my God, he was saving all his threes for this Christmas. It's too late now. It's too late. He's getting it on New Year's Eve. Christmas Caruso is just not it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have Giannis drops. How many do I want to say? I'm gonna say 50. Why not?
Let's drop 15, brother.
That'd be amazing. I'd be cool with that. All right. The next week we've got at home against the Kings, on the road against Sixers and the Wizards. We are in January now, so the schedule's starting to turn a little bit. What is your record in these months or week?
So we got Utah, Sacramento, Philly, Washington. Are we counting the Orlando game too?
So Utah was in the last week. So
sorry.
At
Sacramento,
Kings, Philly, and Wizards.
Oh, okay. I'll say 3-0. I think we win that first game at Philly. I think this could be part of the season where, we're a lot younger. They're not like a super, super old team, but obviously there's Braun. There's a chance that Bede is missing time by this point. I think Philly, when healthy, is going to be insane, but I could see them, missing guys. Guys are missing time here and there. So I think we get the one in Philly, I'll say.
Yeah.
And prediction is, what do I want to say? Case and Wallace clutch strip on Maxey to kind of ice the game.
Okay, I like that. It's reminiscent of Dort stripping Fox a couple of years ago in that matchup. So I'm actually going 2-1 here. I think that we lose this one in Philly. Philly is another crowd that's going to be rocking. I think that they're healthy at this point in time. They beat us. They feel really hot and bothered about it. All the talk shows are Philly is the team to be reckoned with now. They took down the Thunder, and then eventually, spoiler alert, whenever they come back to OKC runs them out of the gym. So
me being in the building changes nothing for you about that prediction.
Oh, I forgot about that. Dang it, Cone.
Yeah.
I'm keeping the prediction of the wins, but I'm giving it to the Wizards. I think that yeah, the Wizards are gonna go crazy. You know why? Because all these years we still don't know how to guard Anthony Davis, and somehow he's still healthy.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I'm gonna say Anthony Davis goes off and win. Man, I feel a little bit pessimistic about my predictions. All your predictions are about Thunder, and mine are kind of spread about.
Yeah, man, I'm not doing anything about anybody else unless it's they suck that game.
I love it. All right, the next week we got on the road at Magic. We got home against the Rockets and the Jazz.
Say 2-1. I think I could see one where, this is part of the season where I could see us dropping a couple here and there. I'm going to say it's the one against Utah. The Jazz, I think, are going to be a little bit trickier this year. I think they're going to have some really, really high highs. There are going to be some low lows. I think we could run into a game here where they just can't seem to miss, and it's one of those magnet ball games. It's all right, man, whatever. You got it. So I'll say we lose at home to Utah.
Yeah, I will also go 2-1. I'm gonna say we lose to the Magic because they are actually healthy for once. It's on the road.
Huge guess.
Yeah, it's on the road. It's the end of the road trip, and we have 2 days rest before that. I can see us kind of looking ahead to that before our home matchup against the Rockets. So, yeah, I'll go 2-1. We lose to the Magic, and you just want your prediction to be we lose to the Jazz because
Absolutely
Jazz.
not. No. I'm gonna say
Absolutely not.
J-Dub significantly outplays Paolo in the game against Orlando.
Okay. And then the redraft conversations are reignited.
Yeah.
Yeah. My prediction is just the Magic are fully healthy when we play.
That's honestly a hell of a prediction. That's
Yeah. It's a crazy one, I gotta say. All right. Next up, we got home against the Blazers, back to back on the road against the Mavericks. Then we play the Pelicans on the road and Grizzlies at home.
Man, we're kind of getting into it now. Portland, Dallas, New Orleans, Memphis. Do I think we drop one in Dallas? How many? No, I'm gonna say it's 4 now.
Yeah. I'm agreeing with you on that.
Yeah, I think we. Yeah, Portland. I mean, I don't love having now picked us to beat them 3 times out of the 4 at this point, but I mean, it's never like they've really had our number or anything like that, and I still don't even know how I feel about them going into the season. So I think at Dallas is a tricky one there. Second half of a back-to-back, I think Dallas is going to be pretty solid this season. I don't have
Kyrie
quite.
Supposed to play?
He is like Kyrie. I mean, Kyrie's going to be ready to go at the beginning of the season.
Okay.
Like he's there. So. We'll see what they're at overall health wise, but they have a lot of size. Like I could see a world where they give us a little bit of an issue, but I'm gonna say we still take them down and it's 4-0. I'm gonna say the Dallas game is a Shea Cooper Flag duel that brings and they lose, but Cooper Flag puts up like similar scoring numbers to Shea, and there's a big conversation about like Cooper Flag. Like this is a game that really, I think you'll already be in some of those All-Star conversations. The next we like after this on the talk shows the day after, there's a lot of talk about like, Cooper Flag's got to be an all-star. Look at what he did to that OKC defense, even though they didn't win. Like, I think it's a Shea Cooper Flag duel.
Okay. My prediction is that Adai blocks Maurice Johnson in the Mavericks game with their former head coach watching. So
love it.
There we go. All right. This is it's not super tough. Is this one rivalry week? The Warriors, Lakers, Grizzlies, Nuggets?
Yes. I think. Yeah, it's end of end of the month. So I think it's that Lakers and that Denver game at home. Mm-hmm. Those are rivalry week.
All right, so we got on the road against the Warriors, Lakers, and then at home against Grizzlies, Nuggets. Also, looking at the schedule, we don't have the back-to-back at LA against Clippers and Lakers this year anymore either. So, Interesting wrinkle. But, yeah, we do have the Warriors, Lakers, and then home Grizzlies, Nuggets. What's your record for that?
Warriors, Lakers, Grizzlies, Nuggets. I'll say I feel crazy to go 4-0. I'll go 4 now. Okay. I'll go 4 now. I think a few losses are going to come in that February stretch, even though we're at home. Like I think we go strong. I'll get to it in a moment. I'm going to say the Lakers game in Los Angeles, run them out of the gym, just obliterate them.
Okay, love that. On their home court.
Yes.
The Snowtown Lakers.
Yeah. As Stephen A. Smith said, they're too white to win.
Oh, God. I'm going 3-1. I think we lose to the Warriors. I think Yaxel has like 25 points.
Okay.
Yep. I don't love it, but hey.
I mean, we're gonna drop some weird ones in there. It's the way it goes.
Mm-hmm. That is how it goes, and it's not fun to predict, but they will happen. So
yeah.
All right, next week we've got home against the Bulls, on the road against the Nuggets, on the road against the Bulls. Then we're back home on the second night of the back-to-back against the Pacers.
I'll say 3-1. I think we dropped the one in Denver. Leading up to the All-Star break, I think things get a little bit, wonky. Have a couple of losses. I mean, with that really bad loss to the Bucks to end last season. So Yeah, I'll say we lose. I mean, losing to Denver is not a bad loss, but
No.
I think there's a chance, like even at Chicago, I was looking at a little bit sideways there. I feel like we can kind of look ahead a little bit to the All-Star break, like we did last season.
Yeah. And like, the enormous home stretch that we're going to have. So I can definitely see that.
Yeah.
I'm picking us 2-2 in this one.
I thought about it.
Yeah. And obviously it's because we're playing against Tiago Splitter. So he has our number a little bit.
I was waiting for you. That's your boy. That's your guy.
Think we drop one in Denver. We get our revenge in back-to-back games against the Bulls and the loss against the Pacers earlier in the season. So get back on that. For my prediction, frick it. Josh Giddey gets a triple-double in the win.
Okay.
We don't got Lou Dort to guard him anymore. And case is too small for Giddey.
Yeah, apparently.
Right. What's your prediction on this one?
For that stretch?
Yes.
3-1.
No, I mean like your take, sorry.
Oh, my prediction for this one? Let's see. I'll say Denver, Chicago, Denver. That's so a sandwich there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say we get the best game of Adai Mara's career so far. In Chicago, I'm gonna say that's like his best game so far.
Okay, Adai Mara career game. I like it. All right, going into the home stretch, we got Knicks at home, Blazers at home, Spurs at home, Sixers at home, and these are all a game in between.
Oh, it's a hell of a stretch, man.
Yeah,
that's tough. I'm gonna say 2-2. Or sorry, so it was Indiana, New York, Portland.
So
San
we did
Antonio,
Indiana in the last week. So this is just Knicks, Blazers,
yeah, sorry.
Spurs, Sixers.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 2-2. I think we get New York and Portland. I think we drop San Antonio and Philly. I think we beat the Knicks. We've always kind of had the Knicks number a little bit. Although, do I really have a sweeping Portland? Yeah, they're backwards Jaw and Dame. What am I talking about? Yeah. Yeah, so we go 2-2. I think we win 2, and then I think our first back-to-back losses I had the Indiana Minnesota thing, but I think we lose back-to-back. San Antonio's obviously up until this point I've had them beat it. We beat them twice. And we're bound to drop it at some point. And then Philly, I think, gets their get back. If it's not here, then they're going to beat us in Philly. I think we split that series. So I'm going to say heading to the All-Star break, they're getting healthy, and they take a win in OKC.
I'm going 4-0, man. I think we make a statement in this week.
I like it.
Ride the momentum of the long homestand. And I'll go ahead and give you a spoiler for the next week, too. We go 2-0 in that one. We sweep this homestand, is my prediction.
That'd be fire. Orlando. I mean, I think we go 2-0 against Orlando, Boston too. I think we bounce back after the back-to-back losses with back-to-back wins and go in stronger into the All-Star break than we did last year, like way stronger. So yeah, at the All-Star break, like what is our record? Like what do we each have the record at?
All right, let me count it up. But first, let me get your take for both weeks.
Both weeks, I'm gonna have the Knicks Thunder game. I think I'm gonna say similar to what I said. I think we run the Knicks out of the gym. I think it's like kind of close for the first half, first 3 quarters. Fourth quarter, we like beat up on them and we just end up running away with it. And then for Orlando, Boston, I'm gonna say Shea ankle breaker on Paul George that goes mega viral.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put Shea breaks Paul George's ankles, but not literally.
Yeah,
because he is fragile. Okay, so I'm gonna say actually kind of reverse of you on the Knicks. I think that it's a close game, and I think that Shea hits another game winner on OG Anunoby, and just further fueling the fire that if the Thunder went to the finals, that we would have been back-to-back champions.
I like it. I think we beat the Knicks and we blow out fashion at the end, and it starts a conversation like first take the next day. And it's like, if the Thunder were healthy, like would the Knicks have won the championship? Like that's their headline going to the day.
Yeah, and then my take for the next one is, I had us losing to the Magic in our last matchup whenever they were fully healthy. Whenever we played them, we get back and beat them by like 35.
Okay. Are they healthy this time?
Yes.
Oh, what a season for Orlando.
I know, right?
Wow.
They're healthy for a month straight. No, they actually got hurt in between, and they got all their guys back for this matchup.
All right.
With Magic fully healthy. All right, let me count this up. So you have 2 losses, 3 losses, 4 losses, 5 losses, 6 losses, 8 losses, 9 losses at the All-Star break.
Okay.
Do you want to predict? Do I have more or less?
So we're 50-9. Damn. I think you have more. I think.
Okay, let's see here. So I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I have one more loss.
So I felt like it.
That's upsetting to me because I consider myself an optimistic person. But hey,
That's okay,
don't worry. Man. I'm gonna get back on this back.
Okay.
All right, coming out of the All-Star break, we have on the road against the Knicks, on the road against the Pistons.
2-0. I think we sweep this. I mean, we've literally have not lost to Madison Square Garden in like 5-6 years. Mm-hmm. We just don't seem to lose there. And then at Detroit, I'm going to say Shea runs back the Detroit game that everybody talks about and has another absolute masterpiece in Detroit.
I'm going to put Shea and one mixtape tour against the Pistons.
Yeah, it's just, and then it starts to become a thing like Detroit Shea.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm going to go 1-1. I think that, we beat the Knicks because that's what we do. We win in New York. You going to be in that game?
Absolutely, yeah.
All right, yeah. We have to win then. I'm gonna say we lose. Let's say we lose to the Pistons. Pistons kind of get back. Kind of licking wounds out of the All-Star break for us, and it's also a 4:30 p.m. game on a Saturday, so little weird timing there. My prediction. What if I said another Shea game winner? That'd be funny.
I mean, you clutch play your back to back at this rate.
I'm gonna say run them out the gym in the Garden. I'm gonna say just run them out the Garden.
Bro, these tickets are crazy though. I can't.
I was about to say.
I'm already looking. Good God.
Are they in the thousands? Like get in?
No, not get in. I mean, I can get them for 400, but it's just like the nosebleed of nosebleeds. Mm-hmm. If I want to sit, like I've been able to sit kind of lower bowl for some of these Thunder Knicks games usually. That ain't happening this time.
It's going to be a little bit tougher.
Yeah. We'll see.
All right. We'll see here. So we've got the Wolves at home, on the road against the Kings, on the road against the Lakers.
Wolves at home, on the road against the Kings and the Lakers. I'm going to say 2-1. I think we drop. I'm not sure which one of those, but I'll say we dropped the game in Los Angeles. I think the last game we ran them out of the gym. This was a little bit of an earlier start time. I think they get us on one of them. They just get ballistically hot from 3. We can't do anything. Yeah. Then I feel like I just always want to use my takes every time we play Sacramento because I think we're going to destroy them. Chet, first 40 ball of his career against the Kings.
Ooh. I like it. All right, Chet 40 ball. I would love to see Chet shoot that many times to get 40 points.
Yeah, let's see it.
Wolves, Kings, Lakers. Nah, I'm going 3-0, man. I ain't scared of none of these guys. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say Darius Acuff has a double-double against us. That's not too crazy.
On what percent shooting? What does the shooting split look like? That's what I want to know. He's getting a double-double against Cason Wallace, Alex Caruso. What's he shooting?
It's not happening. You're right.
I mean, it's only 10 points. Like, he's probably going to want to pass the ball more.
I mean,
if he's facing those guys.
He probably could get 10 points on like 30 shots.
I love that, honestly. 5 of 30?
He would, too.
He should. Don't stop shooting. That means you lost confidence.
Yep, it's the Deion Waiters mentality.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm going to give him a double-double on 25 shots.
Okay.
I think it's fair. All right, next week we have home against the Mavericks, on the road against the Raptors, on the road against the Celtics.
I'm going to say on the road against this. I'm going to say another 2-1. I think we drop either at Toronto or at Boston. I think we already has dropping one against Toronto. I'm going to say we drop at Boston. It's a really tough place to play. They're still going to be really, really good this season. So I'll say 2-1 there. And at Toronto, I'm Shea game winner in Toronto.
Oof. Shea game winner in Toronto. I like it. Over Kawhi?
In the corner, just as Kawhi did it. The ball hits the rim at least 3 times before going down.
Replicates Kawhi's shot. I love it.
There we go.
All right. Yeah, I agree. Boston has historically been a tough place for us to play. We don't have a lot of success in Boston, I don't think. So I will also say 2-1. I'll also say we lose to Boston. I'm gonna say Shea gets a triple-double in the 6.
Okay.
We haven't seen him get too many here recently, but I think he gets it.
I'm with it.
Because, he always puts on whenever he plays in Toronto, so I like it. All right, the next week we have 4 games. We have the Spurs at home. We have the Hornets and Mavericks back-to-back at home, and then we have the Grizzlies on the road.
Grizzlies on the road.
Getting to the final stretch here.
I'm going to say another 3-1. I think we lose to San Antonio. 1:30 p.m. start time against the Spurs. Yeah, write that one in as an L. You can track that up right now, man. And then we beat Charlotte, Dallas, and Memphis. Ultimately, I think we, including the NBA Cup game that we are projecting, I think we split the season series 2-2 with the Spurs, completely tying it up, making things very interesting down the stretch for the 1 seed. I think the Spurs are the only team that's going to be battling with us for it. But yeah, I think we 130 against the Spurs, man, is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, it's awful.
Let's see. What do I want as a prediction for these? Bennett starts career best game in that one against Charlotte.
Okay, starts career game against Charlotte. I like it. Breaks Con Knippel's 3-point record. That's crazy, Cone.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to say I really played around with 2-2, but I think I'm going to stick with 3-1. I do think we lose to the Spurs here. Just because it's this late in the season, seeding's kind of already taken shape. We don't have anything to gain, and also the weird afternoon times on a Sunday afternoon. So my prediction, the Grizzlies. Here's a name we haven't said in a little bit. I think Thomas Sorber dunks on Zach Edey.
Love it.
I need that. All right, the next week we've got the Suns back-to-back on the road, and then we have the Clippers at home.
I'm going to do another 2-1. I think we drop one of those against the Suns. They can play tough. Obviously, they're going to want their get back after getting swept in the playoffs, and both games on the road. It'll be 3 straight games on the road at this point in the season where we might not even be playing everybody. Yeah, I think there's an L there for sure.
Yeah, I think we dropped that second one for sure. I don't think we're playing everybody that way in the series and or in the season. And honestly, we might not even play everybody against the Clippers. I think we could probably handle whatever version of the Clippers we're seeing at home at that point of the season too. My prediction is this is Otega Owe gets in the rotation of this game because we are, like I said, we're not playing everybody. And 15 points off the bench.
I'll say that first game against the Suns, at Phoenix, Dub has got hurt there a couple times this past season. It's going to be like a kind of big breathe out moment for Dub. I'm going to say he goes for 40 plus in that first game against Phoenix in the win.
Okay, love that. All right, and let's see here. We are approaching. I think we have 2 more weeks left. So we've got on the road Minnesota, on the road Utah, and at home against the Lakers and the Pelicans.
I think were the Clippers were part of last week.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't even think I include the Clippers in that one. I think
I had
said
you 2-1.
Did that include? Oh wait, no, sorry. Memphis was the last one, right?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, then 2-1. So Minnesota, Utah, and then the Lakers and Pelicans.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say. Tempted to go 2-2. I'm between 2-2 and 3-1. I'll go 2-2. Again, I think we're not playing that many people at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I think at Minnesota we drop, and then one of Utah or the Lakers. Actually, no, screw that. 3-1. What am I talking? No, 2-2. Let's be level headed here.
All right, those the kombucha girl gif is like.
Yeah, I think 2 out of the 3 of Minnesota, Utah, and LA. We're not really trying that much anymore. I'll say we drop. Screw that. 3-1. What am I talking about? We're going 3-1. I'm back. I'm locked back in. We're going 3-1.
I'm all the way back.
Yeah, I'm all the way back in. We're going 3-1. I can't. I think we're gonna beat Minnesota, and I think we drop one of 2, Utah or the Lakers.
Yeah. I'm going to say. I'm also going to say we go 3-1. I think we do lose to the Jazz just because I think that they will be thick in the play-in hunt this year. Yeah. And I think that they will be battling for seeding, and we just will not care. I think we'll play against the Lakers just because it is at home, and the fans are be paying to watch them play against the Lakers, and we just love beating up on the Lakers. So yeah. I think I have a sweep in the Lakers this year. So I love that. I love that. I'm going to say though, Kaysen holds Luka to under 15 points.
I'll say Reeves has 8+ turnovers.
Both of these feel like Kaysen's fingerprints all over it.
Mm-hmm.
Has 8+ turnovers. Okay, cool. All right, moving into second to last week, we have the Utah Jazz on the road. We have the Warriors back-to-back at home.
I think that'll be. I'll say 2-1. I think that second to last game of the season, that one, the back-to-back against we're not playing people in the second half of a back-to-back that late in the season. There's no way. So I'll go 2-1. I think we drop that second to last game against the Warriors. And I'll say in the final game that he plays of the regular season, Shea has a 40 ball against the. Actually, let's say I'm gonna say Shea gets the triple double against the Warriors that Thursday.
Ooh,
Let's go Shea triple double.
The Shea area.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. All right. I'm also gonna say 2-1. I think that we lose to the Jazz again. Crazy, we're playing the Jazz on the road in back-to-back weeks.
Yeah.
On the same day. Like it's wild. Like I said, I just think that they'll be in the thick of it for the play-in hunt. I think that they have like a really strong, like solid team. They're well coached and everything as well. And Utah's a tough place to play with the altitude, whatnot. And I know actually I didn't mean to put 2-1. I meant to put 1 and 2. I think that we lose that second game against the Warriors. Like we said, that's kind of like send off to the fans. I think we'll definitely try in the Thursday game, but the Friday game, it'll be like everybody and their mama's playing. So I'm going to say Brooks Barnheiser, 10 ball against the Warriors.
Hell yeah. I'm going to say Otega Owe 15 plus with 2 steals in that second game against the Warriors.
Okay. I like it. All right. The last game of the season against the Denver Nuggets, Cone. What's happening?
We are losing that game. We are not playing anybody. We never play anybody to end the season. I think we give them more of a fight. Like they're going to be in the fight for seeding still, I think. But I think we give them more than a fight that they're looking for. And I think that's spearheaded by a crazy game from the duo of Jared McCain and Adai Mara. I think Mara starting at the 5. Jared McCain is in the starting lineup while we rest Shea, Dub, Chet, those main guys. I think Jared McCain goes for 20 plus, and I think Adai Mara has a near triple double. He doesn't quite actually. Adai Mara triple double in the final game of the season.
Okay, Mara trip double. I like it. All right, mine is I'm gonna say we go 1-0 in this one. I think that I think we do rest people against the Nuggets, but I also think that the Nuggets could possibly be resting people. And I do think that we have a deeper team than the Nuggets, even if we're resting people. So I think this is another Thomas Sorber masterclass. I think Sorber has a double-double in this game.
Okay.
So
I love it.
That's it. All right, so let's count up the records here, Cone. We will start with you. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16 losses.
66 and 16. I mean, it's split in the middle of where we've been the last 2 seasons.
All right. Do you think that on the back half I was more optimistic, and I'm going to pass you on record?
I think we're gonna have dead the same.
Dude, that'd be amazing. Let's do it. All right. So we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah.
And the thing is, I wish I'd picked more losses. I think it's like 64 and 18. Like as opposed to, I just think I don't know how much we're gonna push for 66 like in the regular season. I think they're gonna be like I don't think I predicted us once to lose to a bad team, which that will happen once or twice throughout the season. So I mean it's not bad. I do think we're gonna win like right there in that like 60. I think we're 62-ish is our floor. Depending on health. Knock on wood. I think it's like 62 to 66. Like this is kind of the high end. I could see up to 68 if we're really, really healthy and firing on all cylinders. But I also think with less depth, Isaiah Joe, Aaron Wiggins not eating as many minutes. We're playing a couple more rookies, like young players. We might drop a couple games here or there that just we don't quite dominate as much, even though it won't matter too much when it comes to playoff rotation. But I think this is decent for trying to do it on the fly, but I think I would more so if I were correcting, I'd probably go in there and pick like a loss to. I mean, I think I had us beating, like I said, Portland every time. I think probably one of those games we could lose. Dallas, I don't think we ever lost to them in my predictions, but I certainly think Dallas is a team we could lose to. We could drop another to a Houston. We could drop another. I might have had us sweeping the Nuggets. I don't know if I had us losing to Denver. I think I did have us losing 1.
Yeah.
So honestly, I feel good about that. I think 3-1 against them is appropriate.
Yeah, it's losing the last game of the season.
Yeah, that's true. I think that is actually I might have even had us going 2-2 against them.
Yeah, I think
actually.
you did.
So maybe I'm underestimating us a little bit, but yeah, I mean it's not bad. It's just hard to know also with the NBA Cup games mixed in there, but it was fun to go through the whole schedule, man. It's fun to kind of visualize that a little bit and give some predictions along the way. It got me hype for the season. I'm thinking about already that last game of the season, a Dimar triple double, and I'm stoked.
Yeah, no, hey, bet it on FanDuel, man. Well, the props will definitely be up there. So
you think they're gonna have a game 82 a Dimar triple double props listed
absolutely.
right now?
Like no, not right now. No.
Okay.
I'm sure the odds would be like plus 500,000. I don't even think they make odds that high, but yeah, it is interesting. I was kind of looking. We only play the Cavs like those 2 games early on in the season. We don't play them again like the rest of the season. It's kind of wild.
Yeah.
Usually they spaced out a little bit more. But so I did have this point differential game for you. We've been going a little bit longer. I just want to ask you, who do you think we had the worst point differential against last season?
I mean, I think it's probably San Antonio.
You are correct. You are correct. Do you know who second would be?
Second worst point differential. Who would that be against? I think, is it an East team?
It's an East team.
I thought it was an East team. Is it the Milwaukee Bucks?
It is not the Bucks. The Bucks, we are a +3.
Okay. Who would we have? I'm trying to think of who we played last season and like lost to. Indiana.
Indiana, we was also a +3.
Damn. Isn't it we barely beat them in that overtime game, but then lost the other one?
We played them again though. We beat them pretty bad.
Pistons.
Where'd they go? They're -4, but they are not the second biggest point differential.
Damn. Okay. We didn't really have a lot of issues against these teams last season.
I think we had 4 negative point differential teams.
No. Is it Boston?
Boston was the third one, but not the second one.
Dang,
they're -8.
Shoot, man. Who was this? I'm guessing we split against them.
I do believe it was 2 games.
Yeah. Okay, I'm looking at the schedule right now to spark me on teams. Oh, the Hornets.
Yes.
Yeah,
it was the Hornets.
I was trying to think of teams that we just had one inexplicable, like they couldn't miss game, and that is the game
that was
the
the
season.
game.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
-14 point differential with the Hornets.
Jeez.
Real quick, what do you think? Who do you think we had the best point differential against?
Pelicans.
Pelicans was, where are they at? +57. Not even close.
Okay. Yeah, we didn't beat the Pelicans as bad as I remembered. Who would it be? Is this counting playoffs or no?
No, this is just regular season.
Good old Sacktown.
The Kings was actually +51, which was less than the Pelicans.
Oh. Brooklyn.
The Nets was +48. You're
Really?
going the wrong direction.
What the heck? I know I swore I beat them by like 70 when I was there in Brooklyn. Like the game never felt like it even started. Who did we just annihilate last season? Was it an East team?
No.
Okay, so it was a West. Okay, I felt like weirdly it was a West team. Who did we play like no close games against last season? As I look through,
Yeah, it looks like the top 3 are all Western Conference teams.
it makes sense. You kind of need more games to kind of build up that point differential. I don't know why I was guessing East teams. Is it Utah?
They are one of them. Yes, they are second, +101.
Jeez. Okay, so we beat someone by more than that's like 25 a game in the 4 matchups. Who do we beat worse than that? And I haven't mentioned them yet. I've said all the worst teams pretty much.
It wasn't one of the worst teams.
Who did we just destroy this season? I gotta I'm like looking through I'm just going through our schedule. Wasn't the Lakers, was it?
It was the Lakers. +115.
Oh my God, man. Jeez. They couldn't even put up a fight. God, I gotta look back at our schedule again. Like Thunder scores versus Lakers.
Yeah, I think we beat them by like 30 points 3 times.
Yeah, we won by what? They're not going to show me. Okay, here it is. We won by 29, 9, 43, and 36. Yeah, okay.
That'll do it every time.
Yeah, I remember now the conversation about the point differential going into the playoffs and how we had like the best point differential going into a series like ever. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it, man. When you play someone 4 times and the scores look like that, that's
yeah.
Remember how hyped up that one game was, the Luka Shea match on April 2nd? We beat them by 43 points. Jeez. Okay, man.
I think that might have been our biggest point differential of the season. Like, in terms of like game, which is crazy. But like also not crazy because whenever we play like these bad teams, we're usually sitting our guys after the end of the third quarter.
Dylan, I got a question for you. That was our second biggest.
Oh no!
Who did we have our biggest win of the season against?
Was it a Eastern Conference team?
No,
it was not. Okay.
No.
Was it someone in the Pacific Division?
It was.
Okay. Warriors.
No, they are our third biggest win. On January 2nd, we beat them by 37 points.
Okay, I don't think it's the Kings because they had a pretty loaded. It's probably no, it's not the Warriors because you just said they wasn't the Warriors.
That's true. That's good recall. That's really good recall on your end.
The Suns was plus 45 and the Clippers was plus 58. I'm gonna go with the Clippers.
It's not the Clippers.
It was the Suns.
It is the Suns because we had that game where we lost them on the game winner. In that mix as well. We beat them by 49 that first game, the NBA Cup knockout round game on December 10th.
Right, yeah.
When I think that was Dub's return, if I remember correctly.
That's when Grayson Allen shoved Chet to the ground.
Yeah, I'd be mad too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Dub's return game.
Is that the largest point differential in like NBA Cup history?
Man, you know me as a cup respecter. I think that is.
That's amazing.
Yeah, actually, all of our top 4 wins were against Pacific. It was Phoenix, the Lakers, the Warriors, and Lakers again.
King said, "Not us, though."
Yeah, Kings were at 31. We had quite a few wins, 30 plus this season.
Yeah.
Orlando was the next one down on February 3rd.
Yeah, that was when like they didn't have anybody, did they?
I think they were healthy, if I remember right. Actually, no. I think this is part of the season where I know they were missing Franz here. Yeah, no Franz, but they had Paolo. Paolo shot 6 of 17 in this one.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
there we go.
There you go. That's the NBA schedule. I enjoy going through the schedule with you, Cones. Good time.
Yes, sir.
Good talking some point differentials. Maybe a little bit of teaser for the game that we will be having next Friday against our guys from the Emology podcast. Our guys, Skit, Alex, and Matt will be going up against Cone, and we'll see who else. We'll see who else will be able to join. But might be bringing back an oldie but a goodie. The only game I think that has actually made Cone mad. The beat the clock game. So,
oh dear,
I will be making some tweaks as well. We will have a Dolan addendum, so we can't do what just Dolan did the last time. And actually, you guys didn't even get close. Like I did a 45-minute timer. You guys didn't even get close to it. So I think I'm going to shrink the timer a little bit as well. So add a little bit of pressure. So it's going to be a good time. Definitely want to tap into that. And you can do that by subscribing to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out when we go live. And we do plan to come back to you guys on this Friday. Don't know who will be joining you, but we will be back. I apologize for not having a pod this weekend. It was my wife's birthday, and I promised her that I would stay off of my electronics. Then Russell Westbrook retired, and I was like, "Hey, we gotta get Jerry on the pod." So, hope you guys enjoyed Alex and Jerry's tribute to Russ and his retirement. And hey, as me and Cone, we're huge Russ fans as well. Shout out to the Brody.
Shout out Brody.
Awesome, he did it on his own terms. Thunder signed the 1-day contract, bring him back for the opening night so we can salute him, and if not, retire the jersey opening night.
Do you think, real quick prediction? Yeah, do you think they retire it this season or wait till next year? I think they get it done this year.
Yeah, I could absolutely see them getting done this year. I don't know if they do it opening night.
No, I don't think they will.
Or not opening night, but I guess opening night in OKC. But it would be really cool, especially since we're playing the Nuggets. Another former Russ team.
Yeah, I'm trying to think when they do it. I don't know. But that is a game that I would absolutely love to be at. So the second they announce it, I'm going to try and get a ticket to that before they skyrocket those games, those tickets.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. But with that being said, appreciate y'all for tapping in. We'll be back on Friday. Hope you have a great night. God bless, hooping you can. And as always, Thunder up.
Thunder up.